future for us. And members of the Jackson Community Church's choir are sitting among you to help lead as we sing together this evening. It is the tradition of Jackson Community Church and most faith communities that we invite you to share your joys and your celebrations into this circle. We are a circle of safety, compassion. We are listening for justice and hope and healing. And so we ask that if you have anything that you want to lift up out loud this evening, that you would share it with us. But we will also create a space of silence for those things that you can't say out loud, but wish to be heard in the presence of those who are with you in spirit this evening. And so, do I have any prayer concerns or joys that you wish to share at this time? We're asking for prayers for Diana's family. Her father-in-law fell this day, actually today, and his back is broken. And they're traveling under emergency circumstances to Virginia tonight. He's with the trauma team right now. So we certainly ask for skill with the doctors, peace and comfort for his family, and that God should be present with him regardless of the outcome of today's events. I ask for any other prayers. Yes?
It's my brother-in-law, Ray Ray.
Ray
He's not doing well. He had a heart attack and a stroke while driving about 2 weeks ago. He was in the hospital for about 10 days, and he's not doing well. It's just a very problem.
Prayers for Ray Bailey, who had a heart attack and a stroke while driving, for recovery, for stability, for peace for your sister and for your whole family. Gil.
I ask for prayers for our young adults who are in trouble, who are struggling, maybe addiction. My heart goes out for our young adults as they try to navigate adulthood.
Prayers for our young adults, for stability and wisdom and the chance to grow up and discover who they can be and who they should be. May the path open for them. Tom, you want to say?
A prayer, please, for our friend Jan Tarikan, who passed away just recently.
A prayer for Jan and for all those who love and know Jan, and for his family. We remember and honor his life. Sam.
Prayer for us all and for our leaders, that they may show some wisdom and sanity and compassion and judgment in the coming new days very soon, when North Korea will celebrate the 105th anniversary of their founder. Keep us at peace.
Prayers for peace around the world, certainly with North Korea and with other nations that are at risk of becoming violent or already struggling with violence. That the kingdom that we hope for shall come.
For those who work for peace through nonviolent means, that their efforts may be raised up and be successful.
For peace and support for those who dream and work through means of nonviolence to achieve the hope of a world that understands and recognizes the value of every life and the creation in which we are all I invite you to enter a space of prayer with us. Oh God, today of all days, when we are in the presence of your death, when we are at the presence at the end of your time on earth, and a love that loved us so much that you walk among us and know what it is like to be one of us. A love that asks us to be broken open, to be vulnerable, to know that we are loved just the way that we are, and we are loved for all that we might yet become. On this day, when your own family wept, watching your own suffering, we lift up to you our hope and our pain. There is nothing that we need to hide from you, nothing that you cannot look upon or listen to or hold. We offer everything to you. Our hopes for a peaceful world, our prayers for healing within our own lives, our communities, our environment, our governance, the relationships of nations all over this world. We offer you now our silence and those things that we have not shared out loud, but that we ask that you should hold for us. Yours is a love that never ends. Yours is a love that meets us where we are and returns beyond death itself to be with us and bear up all things with us, to hope for us, to heal us, to hear us, to simply love us. Listen to these things that we have offered. We lay them at your feet. And we ask that you be with us when we leave here again this evening. And that you be with us as we dwell upon the hours of your death for the next little bit together. In your name we pray. Amen.
I think we all here cherish the words we have from Jesus. We love our Gospels, we cherish them, and we cherish every word that Jesus said. In my thinking today, the words that Jesus utters as he is dying must be very important messages for us. As I meditated on forgiveness, well, I think in my life I've taken forgiveness kind of lightly. Oh, you say something wrong and you ask for forgiveness. Okay, seems easy. The poem I'd like to read tonight, written by Rabia, seems to suggest that This utterance of Christ from the cross, Father, forgive them, it must be at the heart of Jesus. Forgiveness must be much more than what I had thought. And the line is being read.
Oh. Bob, do you want to read the poem for us too?
No, not the poem,
Oh, yes. Sorry.
the scripture of
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Jesus was dying, and he asked God to forgive those who were crucifying him. And so the poem is called It Acts Like Love. It acts like love, music. It reaches toward the face, touches it, and tries to let you know his promise that all will be okay. It acts like love, music, and tells the feet, you do not have to be so burdened. My body is covered with wounds this world made. But I still long to kiss him, even when God said, could you also kiss the hand that caused each scar? For you will not find me until you do. It does that, music, helps us to forgive.
Truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise.
Go, if you could.
darkness fought, compelled the sun to flee, and like a conquering army swiftly trod across the land. Blind fear this despot's rod. The noonday dark illumined tyranny. Still worse, abandonment by deity brought black despair more deadly than the blood that ran off with his life. My God, cried Jesus, why have you forsaken me? The silence thundered. Heaven's quiet reigned supreme. A shocking, deafening, haunting swell. Because from answering Jesus, God refrained. I shall not cry as he, this cry from hell. The city of desolation, black as night, shines forth across the world as bright and brilliant light.
I thirst.
In medieval times, women, mystics, went off to seek to know the love of God. The male method of analyzing and understanding God wasn't working for them. They sought through mysticism to understand the heart in a way that was different at that time. These are some thoughts about the way Julian of Norwich saw, loved God. At the beginning of her vision, Julian of Norwich saw Jesus first on the cross. But she quickly understood that God's thirst was not for water, but for humanity itself. For the thirst of God is to have all humanity drawn into the divine, in which thirst the divine has drawn all the holy souls that are now in bliss. And so, gathering God's living members, ever Jesus draws and drinks, and yet continues to thirst and to long. Through desire, all of creation is united into a great and beautiful body. Desire knits creation into a single fabric, the object of the divine devotion. Desire knits humanity back to its source, its love, and its fulfillment. Desire flows from one human being to another. Desire causes us to delight in one another's beauty and to feel compassion for each other's difficulties. We desire one another's good just as God desires our good. These desires for God, for good, for joy, They are splinters of the divine desire, spinning off to dwell throughout creation. These desires are the threads that the divine uses to bind creation back together and to draw it into the divine heart.
We're going to invite you to try out Let It Be with us. As I said, the members of the choir are sitting among you, and the words will be up here on the screen. So let's give it a whirl.
Thank you.
we've lived any time on this earth, we know what it's like to come to the end. Whether it's the end of justice, the end of a marriage, the end of a friendship, the end of a career, the end of hope. And we know what it's like when we come to the end where we want to pull into ourselves, to protect ourselves, to isolate. And often we feel when we come to the end so alone. Jesus comes to the end. He utters the most human of all emotions, giving of his life into your hands. I commend my spirit. Into your hands. Reaching out and surrendering to relationship. Reaching out to God and trusting. And whenever we come to the end, whenever we reach out to other people, to a community that we trust and love, to people that bring healing to us, whenever we reach out our hands, we know that we're on the road to resurrection.
At this time, while Diana plays music for us, we invite you to come forward. You have already shared your prayers. You have listened to reflections on the last utterances of Christ and thoughts about the state of the world right now and the state of our lives. We all are broken and vulnerable. And tonight we invite you to take the nail that you received as you walked into this space and to bring it forward and to lay it at the foot of the cross, knowing that here is a place to bring your burdens and your brokenness and your beauty and to offer all of it to a love that loves you beyond anything and will not be denied and will not be turned away from you. Come and share. Put out that hand for the relationship that you are needing, for the love that desires to meet you. Put Place your nail at the foot of the cross and go in peace.